I'm Laura Moore, and I play Jane.
And I'm Gary Wallace, and I play Vern.
I'm Eric Bialis. I didn't play anybody. I wrote and co-directed.
He did a lot of playing around with it.
I'm Eric James. I also co-directed. I was a DP, and I did the score and audio mixing for this.
And special effects.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do a little commentary here. Let's start with this. So that's not exactly, sort of made up. It's not actually from the Bible, right?
Well, it's taking two of them together and putting two Bible quotes together. The other one's from like Jeremiah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I looked them all up on one day. And this is my car that Laura's in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us about this particular scene?
This scene is nothing like it was filmed. It's cut a lot. And it's kind of a pain to shoot, but it was fun.
Well, now why was it a pain to shoot?
One of the other actresses didn't really like me, but despite that, it was just a lot of driving back and forth.
Just like the whole movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much on the same road.
Was it more difficult than the other scenes as far as the amount of driving and stuff?
Probably not, because I didn't really have to say anything.
Yeah.
This probably didn't take as long as any of the other ones.
I remember this, the makeup stuff. You ended up with so much makeup on.
Oh my god, the mascara was a little intense.
But hey, it brought it out in the black and white, I think.
Yeah, I think it worked fine with the black and white.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, that was fun.
You liked killing them, huh?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Did you remember
That one-
when
Suction
you hit him in the face?
Oh yeah, that guy was really funny. I liked him.
Yeah.
Bryce.
You didn't kill the other actress, did you?
She accidentally hit him in the face one time. When she went to stab his neck.
Was it with the blade or was it with the handle?
With the hand.
With the handle, yeah.
So was it fun to fake murder people? Or
Oh, it was a good time. Good way to get out some anger.
do you feel like...
That's not even Susan Atkins, by the way.
Susan Atkins.
Should have been Vern.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, how was it to kill, how is it watching yourself kill people now that it's all edited?
I think it's interesting.
Yeah?
Kind of seems natural, which is kind of weird.
All right.
Now, what do you think? What did you think of this shoot, Gary? Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday, about 18,000 cars behind us trying to pass us, but wasn't quite that easy. Started getting mad. That's what I was doing.
I remember that. We scouted out this road earlier.
Yeah, and you picked the busiest road in Boulder.
It wasn't busy at all that time.
Had a whole bunch of strange ducks behind us, too.
So why don't you tell us about working with the actress?
This gal?
Yeah.
It was great. She professional. Really good.
She was good. What's her name, Mary?
Martina.
Martina.
Oh,
yeah.
Martina, yeah.
I still remember when we poured all the blood down in.
Yeah.
Started screaming.
Yeah, I remember when we were casting, right? She
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, I had blood, it was horrible. We're like, do you want blood? Sure.
She was, I'll do whatever. It was like, oh God, and she didn't want on her jeans. That's what I remember the most.
Yeah.
I had blood get down on my windshield, and I couldn't roll my windshield up anymore because it's stuck.
Because it's still stuck.
My door still sticks.
So how did this shoot compare for you to other shooting days?
You know, it's funny because this one to me just kind of, you know how you think things went just, to me, I don't know why, this one just didn't seem to go. I guess because it's so much interference.
Uh-huh.
So many cars come by and stuff like that.
Luckily, I don't think we get any of that. Hear that there's a ton of cars going down.
No, it didn't.
That was fun to get rid of. You can still hear them passing, it's just not as loud.
Right.
Once was, but You guys actually had to reshoot this scene. Like we were all done for the day, and then we had to send you guys back out because one of the cameras had
Oh, that's
the wrong
right.
setting.
That's right, yeah.
That day was just crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know, you think one day goes better than another, and you're never quite sure. The way you guys were able to put it all together. You made a bad actor into a good actor.
Nah. No, everyone loves it.
Yeah, everybody, I've gotten good reactions from all the people I sort of did test screens for. They're like,
Yeah.
he's mean.
He's a nasty boy, isn't he?
Now, most of them asked the most, maybe you can give us a little story, is they asked about the thing
Oh,
on
the
your
scar
arm.
on the arm.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's kind of a long story. I ain't supposed to be alive. I was supposed to be dead. I was 16 years old when that whole arm was built out of my legs and my pelvis. I was not the first, but the second person in the world to have a bone transplant. That's a long story. You had to not do a DVD on that one.
I think it definitely adds. I think it definitely adds to the character.
Ooh, a gunshot. That was so.
I like
Let's see, we've got
That old Vern's a nasty boy, isn't he?
Yeah, it really
That was
is.
cool. That was neat. That surrealistic almost when that day we shot that.
Yeah, it was all dark on this side, and then by the time we get over the other side, it's all bright, but we fixed that too.
Yeah, the sun came out like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
And there's all the blood. It was freezing cold about 15 minutes earlier. with
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
that's right.
rain.
That's right.
So
And
tell us about pulling her out of the car.
pulling hair.
Pulling her out of the car.
Oh yeah. Well, she's such a good actress that man, she just went limp. And I mean, she weighed, and you're trying to drag her out. I had to set her on the ground, and she'd say, "Well, you got to prop me up because I'm going to fall back. You got to cross my legs. I can't sit up this way." So, but you guys didn't catch it. But when I set her down, I had to grab her legs and cross them so she could sit that way.
She definitely made it hard on you.
She's a good sport, though.
But you did get to kill her, though.
Yeah, that was cool.
And here's the only scene where there's no Gary or Laura in.
That's right, huh?
This shoot was.
This shoot was very interesting too. We're surprised we even got them lit.
Yeah, if you think of what it's like to light in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I thought you got them drunk.
There was a cop car though that did come after us.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
he was a little bit behind us, and he got extremely nervous when he saw like 4 rather big guys come out
Yeah.
of nowhere with like a car and people that look kind of bloody.
Yeah,
I think I had blood on me from pouring it on the car.
I can't believe he let us keep filming.
He's just an old cool guy that is just like I'd rather it'd be more work for him to make us get off there than for him to say okay, just leave later. So that's the route he took. Cops are from Nordstrom's.
Now, did they know you were doing this when you did it? Or
No, we didn't do it with permits or anything.
That's a good thing. You
We tried.
throw it in
I tried to
jail.
get permits like you wouldn't believe. I tried to get real cop cars. I tried to do all kinds of stuff. I was willing to pay for it and stuff, and I couldn't.
They never called us back, so we just decided to make it ourselves.
Just hope we didn't get in trouble, or at least we got the scene before we got in trouble. That was more like the hope. And now here's coming up is Laura's bathroom scene. And this is shot in my friend Kelly's gas station. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this day?
This day was hard. I couldn't get myself to cry. And I tried so hard to cry.
That's probably why.
I know.
I just remember you telling us how you cried about a cookie earlier that day.
I did. I was so sad. All I wanted was a chocolate chip cookie and I cried. And then I couldn't cry anymore.
Well, one of you guys just sort of walked up and slapped her. Oh, dang!
I think it worked fine though. It
Yeah.
sort of like shows you're trying to hold back the tears more than that you're like crying like crazy.
Yeah.
I like that music.
There were tears, I just wasn't crying.
This is from Will's parents.
This is the very first shooting day. This is when you guys first met.
Oh, that's right, isn't
No,
it?
no,
Yeah.
we had done rehearsals, but
We had the first scene. This is the first scene we shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had all kinds of problems with this in editing. Is it just me, or do you guys look like younger than in the rest of the movie?
No, Vern looks old and fat. Ain't gonna change him.
I think you guys look younger, like, than the rest of the movie. I mean, literally, I think everyone got a little older during this movie.
Remember all that
Maybe.
shooting you did with
driving.
the side of the walking?
Oh.
I didn't.
And now we're out at the infamous road.
Yeah, her walking.
So how is it working with each other, like working with another actor and without a director there, kind of thing? Because I was always curious what you guys thought of that.
It's kind of easier, I think, when it kind of.
It was kind of easy.
Yeah, because you ain't got nobody
Telling you what to do.
tell you what to do, and you just do it.
You
And
make your own decisions.
Yeah, you're pretty much. And like we did, what? We'd drive down the road and shoot 10, 15 times.
Driving back and forth.
One of them had to come
back.
out fairly decent somewhere. But the more you did it, the more,
Yeah, we would discuss in between takes.
yeah.
Yeah, it really seemed like your guys' performance, like, it definitely morphed and changed, and some of the earlier takes were good for reasons, and some of the later takes were good for other reasons. So
How confident you guys feel,
Cute.
like going into the set, like, or going into this?
Now, see, when she had that shot of little Jane, that little face, she should have had that bug smack up, little bug face there.
what were you saying, Eric?
Like after doing like lots of rehearsals, how confident did you guys feel like going onto the set to be able to do that by yourselves? Like,
Oh, yeah, it was,
Pretty confident.
yeah, I think we felt more comfortable being in that, by ourselves like that. And
Yeah.
you think about no one's behind these cameras. That's what's amazing.
did you ever get nervous that those cameras would fall off?
Yeah, a little bit, especially the one on the hood.
Yeah, how was it driving with all these cameras attached?
Oh, it wasn't so bad, just all the people staring at you.
Oh, nobody knew what was happening.
Because the lighting rig looked pretty good.
Yeah, they knew something was going on, and
And then you're driving 15 miles an hour.
yeah, and of course, driving 50 miles an hour, that's,
Yeah, that was funny. We kept on being like, no, slower, slower. When originally I think I told you 30 miles an hour is fine. But because of the camera vibration,
Yeah.
I let him drive really slow. I think it works though. It doesn't look too slow. It's just,
and it's not bouncing. It's not,
yeah, it's not bouncing as
it's
much.
good. That's, yeah.
Now for costumes, did the jacket that you wore, did you pick that out for a reason? I always wondered. If
It was pretty much the only thing in my closet that isn't pink.
Uh-huh.
So,
Except for this.
yeah, except for what I'm wearing. But it seemed more fitting than bright pink.
Because someone else mentioned something that they saw the whole Che Guevara and they were wondering if we picked that out. And we're like, no, we just asked her to pick something from the closet and we never really asked her about it. We're just like, oh, okay, that's good. Let's go with it.
Well, the funny thing is, if you look, Vern's wearing nothing and you're wearing like something that's really hot. So on the hot days, I remember you were like roasting.
Sweating. It was a little much.
Well, no wonder she wanted to turn that heat down. Got to sit in there in that sweater.
Oh, I remember that, Vern, when you just drove over the camera. I was like, go, go, go.
Me and Will were all nervous. Especially me because
There's the Eric Brothers Productions bathroom right back there.
So what scene was the favorite for each of you as far as your own performance?
Oh,
I
I like the killing scene.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was cool.
the most fun to shoot.
Yeah,
Which killing scene for
but then
killing scene.
yours?
you
Okay.
guys together.
yeah, she shoved that thing so hard against my chest.
I'm sorry about
If there had
that.
been a blade on the end of that sucker, it went right through the back of the seat.
Now remember what we tried to do first? We tried to put on some kind of something to pad it, but
Yeah,
it just made things
finally, you
worse.
guys.
Cardboard.
No.
After all those bruises I got, you finally realized maybe I ought to put something down there to protect my little.
We ended up with just a piece of cardboard.
But I remember you guys, like when we poured all the blood on everything all over you guys like kind of looked like you're like, oh, we don't want to do this anymore. But then when you got into the scene, you're like, yeah.
So sticky. So sticky.
Yeah.
Now what about the caps full of blood that we gave you? Remember that?
It was
Put it in your
sweet.
mouth?
Yeah, it was sweet.
And what else was going on with your teeth then?
My teeth almost fell out. I mean, you had too much sugar in there. You know.
But you had a sore tooth at the time, though, too, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. I remember that now.
So you had like a cavity and we're putting tons of sugar in it.
That was like putting gasoline on a fire.
I liked this cafe.
That was a neat place, that Jamestown. That was cool.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like surrealistic, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah, just that place in general.
uh-huh.
And it happened to be like, I think it was just like the second, it might have been the first place that we visited just to test out, and we're like, this is definitely going to be it.
Someone thought there was a ghost in the back. Remember they heard noises?
Yeah. How was it trying to, pretend you're in a diner when there's just no one else in there? Was that difficult at all?
Yeah.
This is the one scene where we got to watch you guys, though.
I know.
Well, that's right. That's right. You guys were actually behind the
Only
cameras
scene.
here.
Actually, I'm not behind the camera. I'm
Oh, you're
They were
back.
at the
over
bar.
there in front of the girl, and also at the bar.
Yeah.
I make two
But in
cameos.
this shot, he's actually...
You were drinking at the
on
bar. I
other
remember.
side.
Yeah.
Those double whiskeys you were throwing down it.
Shh, we're not supposed to talk about drinking on set, no? So are you using your personal experiences in this scene?
Yeah, this is kind of real true stuff here because I'm talking about my own daughter that died, and so I knew where Vern was coming from because I knew life's over, buddy. Shoot, I don't give a crap. Might as well go out in a blaze of glory. So I could understand Vern there.
And I remember that's kind of like when I first talked to you over that phone, that's kind of why you were thinking about
That's
taking it.
basically why, yeah. Because the MO on Vern kind of fit my background a lot. I lost my job. I lost my daughter.
That sandwich smelled so bad.
That sandwich was from like 3 days earlier.
No, it was from Friday, so it was only 2 days old, all right?
So bad. It smelled so bad.
It was and then the line underneath was a little bit hotter, so it melted the cheese and everything too.
We never did get a drink of coffee, did we?
You took a sip.
Oh, did I?
I think it was Coke or something.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
it was
No wonder. And top of that sugar and that Coke, it's one of all my teeth didn't fall right up there on the table.
What you do for film, right?
Yeah.
Instead of killing people, you rot your teeth. So if you notice, we cut out that scene, or that part where you look, but you still see you glance down to her shirt when she had blood on her shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I remember when we were here filming this day, this Jamestown place is such an old, neat-looking place where people just randomly walk in, even though it's
Yeah.
after closing times, and
We
they
walked
just
right in on what we're shooting. Yeah.
grab a bottle of wine and say, "I'm gonna put it on my tab."
Is it just me or did everyone have a key? Everyone in the town had a key to this place. Man. We had it locked down, and man.
Hey, dog, could you turn that up, please?
Now, what was it like pretending you were watching TV, even though there was?
It was a little hard because I realized that sometimes I didn't look directly where I should have.
I think it worked really well.
But it worked.
I did not
There's
There's me
expect
again.
Oh, there you
I
are.
got a little hair light too.
Albert Hitchcock, he gets that little side shot, get in every movie.
it. Yep.
Signature.
Always talk about putting a cameo in one of my movies, but I think this is actually the first time I actually did do a cameo. And it was only because we didn't get any extras to come up with it. We had like 8 the day before, and then all of a sudden...
Oh,
they
that's
said,
right, yeah.
"No, we're not going to be able to make it."
I should have brought my brother Larry down there. He'd have got in there.
That's all right.
Of course, he'd try to steal all the scenes from me.
Yeah.
That guy out west, he's the biggest threat in gentlemen. What, he got 4 in 2, 3 days? You ready?
Ooh, ouch. Ouch. I'm gonna.
Here's where they start getting mad at each other.
Old Vern's in trouble now, isn't he?
I think this is like $3 for the entire thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think everybody I've shown to loves that
I'm
part
glad
where
it was your money, not
toss
mine.
the money
'Cause
on the-
He just grabs a wad and throws it in the whatever. So now this was actually shot like 3 different days. This continuing into the killing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
how is that remembering how your performance was and applying it. So I was always curious as, you know, how you guys were able to continue your performance weeks apart.
I think at first it was hard, but the more we did it, it seemed to work better.
Yeah, it kind of, like I said, after you do it so many times that you kind of get a rhythm.
And you kind of get back into
You
that.
kind of get into it, you know, and
Was it hard to keep your performance level up after doing it so many times?
yeah.
Not too much. Kind of became the character.
Good actors.
Well, I come from the best Big Fish talent, so throw that in there.
No, I forget, were you actually putting on makeup this time?
No, you weren't putting lipstick on that time, were you?
No. I think I put on more mascara.
That's what it was. You were complaining because you had gobs of.
Yeah, and it would
Yeah.
stick when I closed my eyes. It was a little much.
That's right. Remember, I had to pull over and pop your eyeballs open so you could see.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a completely different day.
Yeah,
Way
but-
earlier, actually.
And it's in a completely different set now. They didn't just drive from one spot to the other.
Yeah.
And at one point, you cut it. I don't even know where. If you guys notice, you're gonna hear a hawk.
A hawk?
A hawk?
You'll hear hawks
There
and
was-
pigs
Hawks
and,
and
a
pigs
cat.
being slaughtered, and is the cat in there?
Yeah, there's a cat meowing in here.
Here's the hawk.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that
yeah.
is kind of hard.
And the
And you can
pigs
start
being
hearing pigs.
the pigs being slaughtered are in the background.
How was this though? How fun was this? You guys really
That was
got
cool,
It was
yeah.
fun.
I mean, we rehearsed and we never like got to a point that it was like this.
Well, we couldn't rehearse too many times with.
No, what did you guys think of the scene, like when we were rehearsing? Like, did you think we knew what we were doing, or
No, but
or did you just hope that we knew what we were doing?
yeah.
How about while we were filming? Did you think it would turn out?
Well, you know,
Sort
the
of.
surprise, remember, you showed me on your laptop that scene?
Yeah.
Because when you're doing it without that sound effect there, it's just a click, remember, just a kind of a
Yeah.
pop.
Now tell us about the blood thing, Laura. What happened on it?
I had a tube up my back
Uh huh.
that I pressed a lever and it splat out blood, and it didn't really work the first time,
Or the second time.
or the second
third
time, or the third time.
So, and every time, what did we have to do after it was done?
Man, that's look at that, look at my eyeballs about to come out of my
We pulled it
head.
out a few times.
Oh, that's an
time.
ugly boy.
Every time we had to clean it all up, though.
Remember, you got
Clean it all
that
up.
blood down your shorts, remember?
Yeah, everywhere. It was so sticky, and it took hours to get it out of my hair.
So, real quick, as the thing ends, like, what was your guys' favorite part of this whole movie? I guess. Like, I mean, as far as this experience goes.
I think that filming it was a really unique experience, just because it was done really differently, and it was a lot more fun.
It just seemed like everything, well, like it was October when we did that?
Yeah.
I mean, everything was just pristine. It was like almost, like I said, surrealistic, and the areas we're in are just beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah. those
Thanks
guys-
for being in our movie, guys. I think
Well,
Thanks for
hey,
having us.
yeah, thanks for,
I couldn't picture a better
And
cast.
this is Laura's second movie with us. Gary's
Yeah.
first.
yeah.
We'll see if we get to do any more.
Oh, my favorite of the two. Hopefully the next one will be better.
Oh, and you guys really, really did an excellent job. I mean, it just goes to show you when you act like that, it takes the people behind the cameras and the ones that do the editing and all that. They're the ones that make the movie. I mean, you need good actors, but sometimes they're almost secondary when it comes to what they put together. And you guys really, for young, new, Steven Spielbergs and George Lucas's, you guys are on your way. And but I told you, now listen, I told you guys when you get down there and get your Oscars, you got to promise me that I get an invitation. I'm not sitting in the stands. I won't be sitting there next to,
Next to who?
well,
Yeah, who do you want to be sitting next to?
it'd be Kevin Costner, Mel Gibson,
You said someone else did
Jack-
when we shot.
Jack Nicklaus. That's the El Primo. But I'll take
think that was
Kevin
the
Costner, Mel Gibson. I won't be choosy.
All right.
But
No problem.
Well, thank you guys.
That's recorded now, so you can't go back on it.
No, it's done.
All right.
All right, thanks guys.
All righty.
Thank you.
All right.